Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Senior and Living Today. Have you had your gallbladder removed? Have you thought about having it removed? Have you had issues with it and kind of been hesitant to have the procedure done where your gallbladder is removed? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about today. I've been sick for the last few months, and I believe I told you guys that in one of the other videos that I was going through some medical stuff and trying to figure out what I was going to do. And the end conclusion was that the issue was my gallbladder. So I had my gallbladder removed. Today is day 9, and I'm feeling like I can be back in the saddle again, so to speak. I'm returning to my old self. And so I figured it was time to kind of give you an update, leave you a video, let you know how things went, answer questions you might have, and find out if you've had it done. Have you had any residual effects or any feedback that you want to share with me or share with someone else to let us know how the procedure went for you and what kind of procedure you had? So that's what we're going to do today. Um, the gallbladder symptoms that I had been having, I did not realize they were gallbladder symptoms. They started about 2 years ago. And every time I would eat raw vegetables, my stomach would hurt so bad. And I thought, I don't even know what that is because I love salads and fresh vegetables, and they were giving me a problem. So the stomach pain was so intense, and someone said, "Oh, it might be your gallbladder," and I'm like, "No, silly me." I was like, it can't be my gallbladder because it's not happening if I eat fried foods, which I thought fried foods and things that were really hard to digest, like popcorn and nuts, would cause pain if your gallbladder was bad. But I could eat nuts and eat popcorn, and I wasn't experiencing any symptoms. So when I was eating raw vegetables and having such pain, I did not think it was my gallbladder. So I compensated for that by just not eating salads and cooking all my vegetables, eating more steamed vegetables and more stir fry and more soups and stews where the vegetables were already cooked. And I was not experiencing pain. So, problem solved. If you're not having the symptoms, you think you found the cure. So, I was able to go the last couple of years eating my vegetables that way and not experiencing any trouble. And so, you know, with anything, you figure out if there's something that's bothering you, you figure out a workaround. So that was my workaround. So I was eating cooked vegetables, I was avoiding the symptoms, and everything was good until about 3 or 4 months ago. And then 3 or 4 months ago, it started that it wasn't just raw vegetables, it was anything I ate. If I ate nuts, if I ate anything fried, if I ate baked, broiled, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what it was, my stomach hurt. And I was very limited in what I could eat. um, I was having stomach pain, and then I was having like indigestion symptoms and belching, and feeling like there was acid in my stomach, and feeling like when I ate that my food wasn't going past here, like it was stuck up in my chest, which I know it wasn't, but that's how it felt. And so I was having these GI symptoms, and I just could not figure out what it was. And so I was changing my diet. I was very limited in what I could eat, eating more oatmeal, more tea, more bananas, trying to keep my diet bland so that I wouldn't be so upset. And that gets old pretty fast. I love coffee. I could not drink coffee. It was causing me discomfort. All the things I like were a problem. So I found that I was having issues with just too many things. So I contacted my doctor, and she had me come in. And of course, she pokes around. Does it hurt here? Does it hurt there? And nothing hurt with the physical exam. So she said, I'm going to give you something for acid reflux. I can't remember what drug she gave me, but of course, there was a drug that was supposed to help with the burning sensation, the indigestion feeling, the feeling like my food wasn't digesting and it was just sitting up in my chest. So she gave me this prescription. We tried the prescription out. And then I followed up with her, and she wanted to know, was the prescription helping? and the prescription was not helping. And this is why they call it practicing medicine. So they try everything, throw everything up in the air, and see what sticks. So we tried the medication first to see if it was acid reflux. She asked me what I thought. I thought it was either acid reflux or it was some kind of an ulcer. Not knowing, but I'm guessing, she's guessing. We're trying to figure this thing out. So I took the prescription. Don't remember what the name of the prescription was, but it did not help. So she said, okay, well, let's try. Of course, they did blood work, nothing funky out of place in my blood work. So I think that also made her think maybe that's not an ulcer because my blood count was not off in any way. So after that, she said, let's order some more tests for you. And she ordered some diagnostic tests. The urine test was fine. So then she ordered a barium swallow and an esophagram. And the esophagram, you drink barium, and they had me like eat a piece of a cracker and a couple other things and some yogurt. And they're x-raying you while you're swallowing, and they're watching to see if there's any kind of issues when you're swallowing. And then with the barium swallow, they follow the food down to see if the food is going down, if it's getting hung up anywhere, the dye that you've swallowed will show them. So we did the esophagram and we did the barium swallow, and everything was normal. So check two more things off the list, but my symptoms were still there. It did not show them anything that they wanted to see. So the next thing was she ordered a liver and a gallbladder ultrasound. So I went in, I had the ultrasound, and there was no prep for the ultrasound, which is nice. You don't have to like drink 9 gallons of water or anything like that for the test. It was easy. So within an hour of having the ultrasound, my doctor was calling me and saying, your gallbladder is full of gallstones and I'm going to send you to a specialist. Well, we've talked about this before on here. Everything's a waiting game. So you have to wait to get into the specialist. So in the meantime, what do? You're still eating oatmeal, bananas, and tea, trying to, keep your pain at a minimum. So then I was able to get in and see the specialist, and the specialist really, he doesn't even examine you. He's already got the test results. So he just talks to you and says, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. So he said that he wanted to remove the gallbladder, that he wanted to remove it laparoscopically, which is instead of one big incision, it's several small incisions. So customarily, it's 3 to 5 incisions. Why there is a variance between 3, 4, or 5, I don't know. I got 5 incisions. So there are 5 marks where I was cut into for their tools and apparatus to go in, remove the gallbladder, and extract it. I don't know if that has anything to do with the size of the gallbladder, the number of stones, any of that. I don't know. You